most people who are normal individuals, after watching only 5 minutes of Pokimane, will easily come to the conclusion that she is vile, evil, self-righteous, self-absorbed, a liar, and a gaslighter. And that's just scratching the surface of her best qualities, honestly. Those are not even her worst qualities. But despite that, boys, I have come to the conclusion that at the end of the day, no matter what, I absolutely love Pokimane. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. I absolutely love Pokimane because you see, I never think about her. But once every month or two, she comes across my feed on the internet and a true smile comes across my face. From ear to ear, I cannot help but to smile because she brightens my day. Because once again, Queen Poki has done something absolutely stupid that every single person in the world knows is stupid and vile and absolutely tasteless. And I'm gonna have a great time talking about it. So, Pokimane, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Because you truly are an integral part of my life. Because these small moments of absolute joy and pleasure would not exist without you. You are one of a kind when it comes to this, my queen. 10 out of 10 would still not buy your off account.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So today we're going to be talking about Pokimane, and as her tier 3 simps desperately reach for the dislike button on this video, just know before you leave that
they're too fat to reach the button, let's be honest.
She's never going to notice you. Okay, so why are we talking about Pokimane today? Well, she's doing what she does best, and that is basically every month or so, she comes out with the worst take imaginable. She gets dunked on social media, and then she immediately plays the victim for a scenario that she created for herself, and today is following that exact pattern. Now, talking about Pokimane is always a risk, at least on YouTube. They definitely have it out for people who criticize her. Just ask It's a Gundam. He's been hit many times over the years.
Okay, honestly, I don't think anyone is protecting Poki for real, because I never get hit with anything when I'm talking about Poki, okay? There's a bigger chance I get hit for something we're talking about Asmongold. Shit. But Gundam is just universally hated by our Grand Overlord in general. So I mean, he can talk about anything. He can talk about paint drawing, and that's gonna somehow be an appropriate language.
Including today, for daring to talk about her, he got hit with a demonetized video here for inappropriate language where he said Pokimane is my future ex-wife.
Well, to be honest, I would send It's a Gundam to the camps for this. Saying YouTube demonetized my video for saying Pokimane is my future ex-wife is blatant heresy. If she's anyone's wife, it's me, okay? We have already established that.
Wife, and then got hit with harmful acts and unreliable claims, playing a clip of someone eating her cookies and then choking on it. Yeah, very suspicious stuff.
The poor boy cookies. What a time to be alive. If you're a poor boy, just say so. Man, she truly is the gift that keeps on giving.
I can speak from experience as well. I've made 3 or 4 videos on Pokimane over the years, and my first one got hit with an age restriction within minutes of going live, and it was manually detected. So someone was literally searching for this stuff. And also on top of that, I was given no reason for the age restriction. And of all the videos on my channel to get age restricted, that was one that definitely did not warrant anything, but a very curious pattern nonetheless. So what is the take that everyone is talking about right now on social media? Well, it comes from this clip right here where she calls out rich people. Yes, the multi-millionaire streamer is calling out the rich.
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America? Right? It's getting there, right?
Yeah, we already have one.
Another one.
What's going on?
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that shit.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
What is this symphony? He's like barely paying attention what she's saying, and she's like, money, and he's like, oh yeah, I also hate the wage gap. Who is this dude? Oh my god! He's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. Shit, she is gonna fall for him at this rate. Oh no, Pokey, please, no.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other,
Facts.
and we hate the rich. Anyways, too much.
Aren't you the rich?
No, like the ultra rich, the ultra giga.
Ah, yes, the classic Bernie Sanders points of, well, but when he was not a millionaire, it was the millionaires ruining everything. But now that he is a millionaire, it's the billionaires ruining everything. Man, I hope he becomes a billionaire, so it's the billionaires ruining everything.
Rich, the
You have to
unnecessarily
clarify.
rich.
They're gonna clip that, and it's gonna make you look bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
the ultra
You
giga
gotta
rich.
say the billionaires.
The billionaires.
you are rich.
The Bezos.
You can't be saying that.
I am. I'm rich in friendship.
Yes.
So as you can see, this is Pokimane
Ah, women in politics. That was a mistake.
attempt at being relatable by saying, us millionaires, we're just like you average Joes. It's the
My favorite clip of Pokimane is, well, it's not a clip, but it's contextuality. My favorite part about Pokimane is when she tries to act high and mighty on being on a righteous path, and shit like that. When you remember that she was playing with children, not even long ago. This is like a month old or 2 old. She was playing with children. She understood that she's playing with children, and then she did sounds, she just randomly decided to do that. Unprovoked, out of nowhere, she just did that. Because why not, honestly? 10 out of 10, Pokey. I love you so much. Again, the fun never stops now, does it, with her?
billionaires who are the bad ones. Now, of course, there is a difference between millionaires and billionaires, but to the average Joe, they're all just rich, okay? You're not being relatable as a streamer here. Millionaire streamers like this are in no way relatable to the average person, and you're completely delusional if
Yeah, this is like Hassan eating caviar off a yacht and talking about the worker revolution.
you think that as a millionaire streamer, you are in any way relatable to the average person. It's completely insane. Now, her take obviously is already just comedically ridiculous. She even got checked by her friend here, but there's also a great layer of hypocrisy here based on her behavior.
She's a rich girl. What hypocrisy? None of that matters. She's supposed to be allowed to say whatever she wants, and you're not supposed to check her on that, okay? She's supposed to be living her best life, Slay Queen, okay?
From over the years, where she has shamed people for their wealth. She's also recently espouted how rich she is. And looking at this context, I think it'll be very clear why people have.
I love when millionaires and rich people are like, oh, I'm just a normal human person. And when someone talks about, well, what you have achieved in your life, they're like, oh, well, I have a company. 10 out of 10.
Such a polarizing reaction to this clip in particular.
Oh, and by the way, that's also a thing I love about Pokimane. The fact that she, you have a couple of them. This became a really popular thing. Dr. Disrespect, Pokimane, Asmongold. There's many more. There's many more. There's a lot of women who are in the makeup business like this. I think even Selena Gomez actually is one of those people. They are just celebrities, people with influence, people with followers, who just get approached by random companies that literally say, hey, so we have this company, it's already set to go. You're going to make like 20% of the profits or something like that from it, but you just need to put your name on this brand, okay? This thing is the Poki brand of shit. She didn't make it. She didn't help make it. She just needs to put her name on it, and she gets to own a part of the company because of it, because her name is making the company successful. And then these people are gonna be like, well, I actually own 5 companies. Yeah, which from none of them you actually do anything, and you just are, you're effectively just a walking advertisement. You don't make any decisions. You don't know what's happening. Best case scenario, you literally get a fucking weekly report about how much money they are making for you for free, and you have no idea what's happening there. And you're literally there saying, well, I'm a company owner. I actually own 5 companies. Wow. Great stuff.
So let's start here with her estimated net worth of $6 million. Like, this is the person saying, eat the rich, right? And honestly, just
There's no way it's so low. There's no way. There were literally people who were have donated over the years like hundreds of thousands. This estimate is completely off.
between me and you, the viewer, I'm kind of surprised it's 6 million. I would have thought it was higher than that, but I guess that's all she could squeeze out of the tier 3 simps. But there was another controversy about a year and a half ago with her cookie brand, Mina, however you pronounce it, where people were criticizing the high price.
Also, the fact that she said she made them herself, and then people found, wait a minute, this company already previously had cookies that had the exact same ingredients as this, and she's saying, "Oh, I made them myself." Ah, you gotta love it.
Of these cookies, and she had this response that really has lived in infamy ever since.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway.
Yeah, hear that, broke boys? If you don't want to spend
Damn,
an
you
exorbitant
stupid
amount of
broke
money
boy.
on cookies, you are a broke boy.
And also, I mean, $7 a pack is still fucking expensive. What do you mean?
And just a completely insufferable clip right there. And again, a lot of people were clowning on this back then, and if I played this clip, this video would definitely get nuked. But this is an image you can definitely hear. If you know, you know. But anyways, that wasn't the end of it. So recently she's been getting a lot of flack on social media, beginning with this post right here, where she says angry and has this face. The crop was diabolical right here. I just noticed that's not great. I'm gonna renew my subscription to Pokimane here. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna join the squad, the defense squad for her. I'm gonna be real, guys. I don't think this post is that bad, and it didn't really warrant such a ferocious response, but unfortunately this is Pokimane, and people don't like her for many different reasons, and they look for any
of whom all are valid and reasonable
opportunity to go after her. So it's really not that surprising that people were coming after her, and mainly going after her, saying this was a childish post, that she's too old to be making posts like this. And she would respond directly to those claims, saying this: I got a weird influx of weirdos commenting on my age, lol. To be honest, I find it so dumb. I'm at 28, I'm the happiest, richest, most knowledgeable and self-assured I've ever been, and that only becomes more.
If you feel the need to defend that from so fucking little, that's probably cope. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am.
True with every year that passes. Now I'm gonna be real. This highlighted section right here is some copium, okay? The happiest people.
Stop! Only one of us gets to have good opinions. You're literally just here so you kind of talk, and I can talk over you time to time if we're being real, okay? We don't actually care about your opinions this much, okay? You should at least make them different from mine, okay?
People in the world don't have to tell you how happy they are, okay? That just makes sense, right? But she obviously mentions here that she is the richest she's ever been, and then literally, like, one day later, says rich people bad. Like, the levels of hypocrisy here are crazy. But let's read the rest of this tweet, where she says, although I don't care about the comments, of course you do. People who say this are lying. As a content creator, if you have any sort of, like,
I absolutely hate when anyone says, oh, I don't care about it. Of course you do. Of course you do. Don't stop lying. We're humans. We're not robots. We're not Roombas with knives attached to us, okay? We care about things. People talk bad about me, I kind of care. Maybe it depends on how much you care about what. I am fully okay ignoring a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it still kind of matters. Even if it this much, it does matter, and we do care.
like traction where you have people who want to talk about you negatively consistently, you do care at some level about comments. It's a matter of how you deal with that and how much it affects you, but everyone cares. Nobody likes having
You know what I'm interested? What the hell is the comment below? I'm 34 and they start making those comments at 27. The more what is that brain damage, I wonder?
negative comments made about them, people who say they don't care at all.
Also, the fact that she has a blue check mark, considering she said Elon evil.
Are just lying about it. But again, it's how you respond to stuff, and a lot of people see this as responding directly to comments getting underneath your skin. But she continues saying, I do
Wait,
worry
she got 22 million views? What? How did I miss that? That's insane.
about the impact it has on other girls and women who see this type of harassment, and to them, I want to reassure you that life only gets better. Growing older will not make you miserable.
Yeah, this is some hardcore copium. Again, I don't want to get into the red pill stuff, but listen. Just humor me if you don't believe this, okay? Just humor me. Do this one thing. Try and find an article of a 40-plus-year-old who's telling you, oh, the choice to not have a family, children, a husband, all of this, and now being alone, knowing that I will never marry, never have children any longer, is the best choice of my life. Find that. You're not gonna find it. Those articles, there exists maybe like one or two that you can find. And after that, they don't exist because it's a lie. Every woman is miserable at that point if she doesn't have children and stuff like that. You know what you can find though? Hundreds of thousands of literal articles. About how miserable their lives are when they're 40 plus and they don't have a husband and children, and they know that they're gonna die alone now. Because turns out these meaningless relationships with rando dudes who want to slam are not kind of fulfilling the empty fucking hole in their heart. Wow. Crazy stuff.
But living your life trying to appease random shitty people definitely will. And this last part I think is very true, okay? Trying to live your life appeasing people who will never be happy with you is a very terrible way to go about not just content creation, but life generally. But overall, looking at this statement and then her comments about rich people right afterwards seems very hypocritical to even the most neutral observer of the situation.
Okay, we don't care about Hassan. Honestly, Hassan is so boring, dull, and stupid at this point. I just kind of choose to skip anything about him at this point. It's just getting that honestly bad. I want to see whatever this...
I mean, I think that's a very fair thing to say, but of course, in the little cycle...
Oh, I have seen this. This one's stupid. I actually thought about... I think it's still in my save tab on my browser. I think it's still there in case I wanted to react to this. I saw it and this was stupid.
We were talking about...
So I guess we're gonna do it technically.
Here with Pokimane, she makes a bad statement publicly, gets dunked on, and what's the final step? Play the victim. Here's her statement, I should say.
I mean, it's a classic.
About the recent drama she's been in.
It's weird to think about how many people have opinions about me, especially people who've probably like never consumed any.
Yeah. This is the funniest thing. Oh, I put myself on the internet. I have made my money from being on the internet for being a personality on the internet. But man, it's so weird when people have opinions about me and they don't even know me, and they don't even know me. That is the most arrogant, insane take ever. That is one for one, just wanting to eat the cake and whatever that aphorism is. I forgot. But you get the point. She wants all the benefits, but none of the drawbacks. And she's pissed that there are drawbacks because she feels entitled to no drawbacks, only benefits. Well, that's your typical spoiled rich girl attitude, so that's fine.
My content.
Well, welcome to content creation. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. A lot of people are going to talk about you all the time, and the more you share out there, the more people are going to say. Like, believe me, I understand. It's not to the level of Pokimane or anyone like that. I have plenty of people watching every single move I make, waiting for something.
Every move you make, every step you take, I'll be watching.
To complain about. That's life.
Oh no, my voice is still perfect. Is that gonna be? No. That's not a song. That's a saying. That's right. YouTube,
That's
please.
the way it is with content creation. You're going to have a very large number of eyes on you from people who also don't like you, and they're looking for any reason to go after you. That's just life. But to act like this is so surprising after all these years in content creation is a bit of a leap here.
Which is understandable, like that's just what happens probably when you're online for.
She phrases it and frames it in a negative light, and then she says, oh, but that's okay that people are wrong. That's a nice tactic, though. I will give it to Pokimane. She definitely has learned a lot about gaslighting over the years. She does have a little bit of a knack for it.
For so long, but
admittedly, the knack exists mostly because people are fucking stupid. One of Pokimane's favorite sentences is, why are you yelling? Grown up people with value and shit, talk slowly. Don't raise their voice. They don't use bad. But anyway, have you... The fact that you think people don't yell, the fact that you think people talk calmly, and all of this blatantly untrue shit, just tells me you have absolutely never worked in a single business, in a single anything, in a high position. Because people in high positions constantly yell. Yelling is one of the most important parts of those positions. They yell at each other, they yell at their friends, they yell at their subordinates, they yell at everyone. It's normal. They talk over everyone. They do all of these things. Anyone who says the opposite has no work experience outside of pushing boxes.
But my main point is actually, as much as sometimes it bothers me to feel like my name is known in circles that I don't affiliate with or that are not a part of my community, the upside is sometimes I'll bring such nice people to my defense and I'm like,
oh yeah, the end is just like, I'm above all of it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that was Rev Says This with 10 out of 10. Bye!